Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Young and the Restless Early Edition Spoilers find Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers' families getting more suspicious during the week of March 3 to 7, 2025 on Y&R. Check out the latest spoilers for the CBS soap opera. Next week, Phyllis Summers and her rival Sharon Newman are still missing on Young and the Restless. Recently, they were able to call their families. However, that just raised more questions, especially for Nick Newman, who was surprised by Sharon's actions. And the longer they stay missing, the more suspicious everyone gets. Maria Copeland already thinks Phyllis took Sharon on purpose on Young and the Restless, so she might double down on her theory soon. Of course, that will set Summer Newman off again, but all the bickering is not helping. So Nick and Daniel Rumalotti may take matters into their own hands. While suspicions about Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Sharon Newman's Sharon case whereabouts intensify, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, remains clueless. At the end of this week and going into next, Daniel Rumalotti, Michael Graziadei, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, decide to keep a secret from Billy. So it appears that they don't let him in on the search for Sharon and Phyllis. Even though the ladies finally made contact on Young and the Restless, their families are still worried. Nick knows Sharon Newman very well and thinks some of her behavior is odd. It seems she's trying to leave him clues. She told him she called their daughters, but she never did. She's likely hoping that he'll catch on and continue searching for her, and it looks like it works. But he and Daniel probably opt to keep Billy out of it to make sure nothing goes wrong. Plus, they're working with Detective Chance Chancellor, Connor Floyd, on Young and the Restless. So they likely don't want any outside interference, especially from Billy, who tends to act impulsively. Elsewhere, on Y&R, Audra Charles, Zalika Silver, is on a mission to ensure Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, doesn't come between her and Nate Hastings' seen Dominic. She did the right thing by telling Nate the truth about her connection to Holden, and soon she makes sure Holden doesn't get the wrong idea by setting boundaries with him. However, there are lingering feelings between them and Young and the Restless. Hopefully, Audra can keep them both in check so she doesn't jeopardize things with Nate. Y&R is enthralling right now. Don't miss a minute to see Sharon Newman can work with Phyllis Summers to escape their captor on the CBS daytime drama. The town of Genoa City is no stranger to drama, but this time, the turmoil is reaching an unprecedented level. The latest bombshell to hit the streets: Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers have mysteriously vanished, leaving their loved ones and enemies grappling for answers. It all starts with what seems like an ordinary day. Sharon is at Crimson Lights, handling the morning rush, while Phyllis is up to her usual antics, plotting her next big move in the business world. But by nightfall, neither woman is anywhere to be found. At first, their absence is brushed off. Sharon has been known to take some time for herself, especially after the hardships she's endured in recent years. And Phyllis? Well, she has a knack for stirring up trouble and disappearing when things get heated. But as the hours turn into days, concern morphs into full-blown panic. Nick Newman and Jack Abbott, both deeply connected to the missing women, waste no time launching their own investigations. Nick, fueled by his love for Sharon and their complicated history, starts retracing her last known steps. Meanwhile, Jack, who has been entangled with Phyllis for decades, refuses to believe she would simply up and leave without a word. The two men, often at odds over their romantic entanglements, find themselves forced to work together. What they uncover is more than they ever expected, clues that suggest their disappearances may not have been voluntary. Ray Rosales, despite his rocky past with Sharon, takes the case seriously, working around the clock to piece together the puzzle. But when Victor Newman catches wind of the situation, he steps in with his own resources. After all, Sharon has always had a special place in his heart, and Phyllis, whether he likes it or not, has been a force to be reckoned with in the business world. Victor puts his best investigators on the case, determined to get answers before it's too late. But what he finds only deepens the mystery. Security footage of Sharon leaving Crimson Lights in a hurry, looking over her shoulder as if she was being followed. Phyllis, on the other hand, was last seen in an intense conversation with an unidentified man at Society. With both women missing, speculation runs rampant. Some believe Phyllis orchestrated the whole thing, using Sharon as a pawn in one of her infamous schemes. Others think Sharon might have been the actual target, considering her past run-ins with dangerous men like Cameron Kirsten. Then there's the theory that someone from Phyllis' long list of enemies finally decided to take matters into their own hands. Could Jeremy Stark be involved? Or is Diane Jenkins, somehow behind this, still harboring resentment for the fiery redhead? And let's not forget Adam Newman. Though he swears he's turned over a new leaf, some can't help but wonder if he has an agenda. One that somehow involves Sharon and Phyllis. Just when it seems like the case is at a dead end, a break comes in the form of a shocking discovery. Phyllis' car, abandoned on the outskirts of town, with her phone still inside. Even more disturbing, Sharon's necklace, one she never takes off, is found in a secluded cabin miles away. The town spirals into chaos as loved ones fear the worst. Could the women still be alive? If so, where are they, and who took them? In a twist worthy of Genoa City's most dramatic moments, Sharon and Phyllis are revealed to be alive, but far from safe. They've been kidnapped by a mysterious figure with a vendetta, someone who knows them both too well. Locked away in an unknown location, the women are forced to confront their past mistakes and find a way to work together if they want to make it out alive. Their dynamic, long filled with resentment and competition, shifts as they rely on each other for survival. Meanwhile, back in Genoa City, time is running out. Clues continue to surface, but the kidnapper remains one step ahead. It's going to take a miracle, or a cunning move from Victor Newman, to bring them home. As tensions reach a boiling point, Nick, Jack, and even Summer get involved in a daring rescue mission. The closer they get, the more dangerous the situation becomes. Will they reach Sharon and Phyllis in time, or will this mystery take an even darker turn? One thing is certain, Genoa City will never be the same after this. Stay tuned for more twists, turns, and shocking revelations in The Young and the Restless.